This ultra creative, Mikey Wright, famous for going absolutely massive on big sections. Mikey Wright with 1950 to go. Toledo in motion. Nice first turn, clean backside snap. There's the carve. How's the spray? And the ultra quick transition.
Judges really deeming this technical and rewarding it highly. See how there's no downtime, straight back into both those second turns, comes down right here. So out of the lip, then straight into another one, and then he does it a third time, probably taking note of what Joanne got scored in that last heat, and he's performing accordingly.
Really fun to watch Filipe when he sticks to the open face to see how powerful he is in a tight space, Rob.
Yeah, and he's really picked a good wave here. We've got Mikey sitting out there pretty stubbornly waiting for that special wave, and Filipe just went to work on his little corner.
Look at this little wave. It's got a nice little wall to it.
Off the bottom, Toledo. Nice tight jam in the pocket. Lively rock and roll float. Toledo looks like he's made it to the backwash and does an El Rolo kick.
Turned back around to do the next turn. He had to resort to a floater. And that is, I mean, that's kind of relating to like a Formula One race car, just going around the corner just a tiny bit too fast and losing speed.
All of a sudden, someone reached out to Felipe's dad and said, we've got the board, and they ended up saying, hey, you know what, you can keep it. Toledo's in motion now. A lot of speed, tail high.
Of course, now he's taken off on a wave here, so.
Yeah, we'll catch up to you again in a moment, Gur. Frontside float, Toledo with some speed now, tail waft into reverse, but the backwash. Thank you, Gur. 5:40 to go, and Mikey's on his very first wave. Quick little snap off the lip, more vertical on the second effort, and just keeps that vertical motion into the finish.
With some really nice turns. He's been waiting a long time for this wave, been sitting around, but great bottom turn, flush out of the top, negotiating that backwash, gets it out of the lip one more time, and with plenty of time to finish that wave. It's unfortunate he hasn't had more opportunities throughout this heat to show us what he's got, because he does look in form in these little Fs.
Where he is unfazed though, and as you know and we all know from, you sit for 25 minutes, it's easy to lock up.
100%.
So making the decision to be this patient, there was the carve, and then started framing it more vertical down the line, Luke.
Yeah, and some nice transitional turns here. Comes out of the lip again. That one was with a little bit more spice, and then there we go, that transition straight into one more out of the lip and lands it nicely and finishes off.
Filipe Toledo now using that priority, quick jam under the lip, speed float, and catching up to the end section. A lot of people would not be able to go the distance on a wave that's shutting down that quickly, but Toledo puts up 3 moves.
Doesn't need the best wave to get the job done.
No, out of the lip quickly there, another floater, and look at this one. That wave had already broken, but he still hit it and showed the fins just like that was as a perfectly formed lip. That wave was so fast. There's not many people in the world that can ride a wave that technical. You're going to go over there and get a couple of waves over there to get your wave count up and maybe collect your second score as we see up and riding.
Filipe Toledo, speed float again, beats the section but kicks out immediately. Filipe catching 8 waves in that heat compared to Mikey's 1. Got the rhythm to start the early 5.83. Still the best score of the matchup here in the round of 32.